For this assignment, I've decided to look at question number 4. Should society disallow pornography? I think this is a very tough ethical question because people are going to have very different opinions based on their beliefs and their values, as well as the fact that it's a hard subject to talk about. So I fully believe that people could say one thing when they actually believe something different. That being said, my personal opinions are that if we're looking to make the most ethically correct choice, society should disallow pornography because of the risks that it creates. And I feel like it generally will do more harm than good to our society. If we're going to look at this from some of the ethical perspectives that we've covered in class, one theory that we could examine would be utilitarianism. So utilitarianism is essentially looking for the greatest good for the most amount of people, which in this scenario would likely be banning pornography, because most of the time the people that are going to be at risk because of the type of work that it is are young adults, and especially young adult females. And the fact that it's so easily accessible online and there's so many different platforms that children can access it on puts them at high risk. So if we're looking to do the greatest good, the likelihood is that we're going to have to ban it so that we can protect all the people that pornography puts at risk. Another thought process to the theory of utilitarianism is that sacrificing your own personal happiness for the greater good is an essential of the philosophy. So even if there are individuals that believe that they benefit from having pornography, or if they work in that business and it's how they make their income, they would have to set aside their own personal gain in order to look out for the good of the whole community and the greater good in that scenario. Another ethical philosophy that we could apply to this would be egoism, which is essentially the opposite of utilitarianism. This one's all about self-interest and personal gain. So in this case, if anybody feels like they would gain from not banning pornography, whether they're making money off of it, or they know someone that's making money, or they feel like it's a necessity to have in their life, they would not care about the greater good, and they wouldn't care about the consequences or the impacts that their choices have. They would only focus on the things that would bring them the greatest personal gain. One other theory that we've talked about in class we could apply to this situation is Ross's moral theory. And this one has 7 different prima facie duties that we examine. The one that stood out the most to me in this case would be beneficence, which is looking to help others improve their life. In this case, there's a lot of people that struggle from addiction to pornography, or trauma from working in pornography, or any other like exposure, anything like that, like any other harm that comes from it. In order to help any of those people out, the best solution would be to ban it. And our society would have to make the sacrifice that some people might not get what they want, with the main goal of trying to help others improve their quality of life, and the lifestyle that they live.